LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this time... Oh, am I going to have to do it again? Am I going to have to do it again? I think I am.
LootBet.
Quickly switch back. There we go. Now it works. Now I can show all these wonderful things. We got the winner of map 3, which... oh, they've switched it again. They switched the... Swap them. There we go. Refresh. There we go. So supposedly Kinguin favourites now. I'm pretty sure last time it didn't say that, so... I'm not even sure these are accurate, but let's just go ahead and say that they are. What have we got? What does this show? See, I don't know. Total maps played. I don't know how that statistic works, but yeah. Anyway, let's get rid of those. Enough of the stats, and yeah. Hey, Pika-chan. Wow, yeah, I don't think I've seen that name for a little while. I do remember it though. We are going to be going into this one relatively shortly. It is going to be Mirage, and we are going to have our decider. One of these teams is going to be heading through to the playoff stage where they will join AGO and Godsent, and of course, whoever wins the game versus Windigo versus Xtardus, and also the 4 invited teams. Hello, is it Hoya? Hoya CS or Hodja? I don't know. When will I see a match of Kinguin versus Virtus Pro? I don't know. I'm hoping that we'll see one soon. Either way, for now at least, we are watching Kinguin face off against Singularity. Barber once again is going to be given the raid boss, the CZ, along with some armor. First thing you said, Hoya. Okay, I'll remember that. Probably. I don't know anything about FPL bans, I'll be honest. I have no clue. This caster sounds hot. Yeah, you're biased. You know my Snapchat. That's where the real stuff goes now, even though I don't post on there enough. But Rush B, don't stop. That's what we're going for on Kinguin. Looking for those openers. Taz is going to find one. Hugo trying to survive, but trying is the key word in that sentence as he fails and will go down. Lurk being held by Rarlan to try and stop anybody flanking in. And it means he will have a late push coming back. We are going to have ourselves a 3 versus 4 retake. Barber's still there with the Catalyst pistol round as he has himself that CZ along with the Kevlar. Mao's already going to pick off one though. Barber with an awful lot left to do, and I can't say I believe at this point. 1 versus 4, he'll at least get the 1. But it is going to be Maus and Taz to clean things up. Pistol round goes the way of Kinguin, and Singularity now going to have to force. Remember the team with Makalele, Rain, Jacob, Scream. Yeah, that was a pretty damn good team. Lots of firepower. Biased, still true though. Well, yeah, if you're going to say stupid stuff, you're probably going to be punished. I think that's pretty much it. Here we go, though. CT side have invested into this round. No, well, not too much money saved. It's only going to be Benji looking to try and make sure he can get that AWP into the first buy round. They see him rolling, they hate him. Trying to catch him riding dirty. T's definitely going to have the range advantage in this one. They have themselves the rifles. Mao's even keeping that CZ from the previous round, which is something at least. We are going to be watching. See the T's actually rotate in. We are going to have an amount of CT support here, and actually rotation coming in from Benji as well, so they at least have the read right. I'm more watching for Rarlan to split in through this connector. If he can take down even, well, 1 or 2 of the players, well, if he can take down both, then this round is pretty much done. However, the question is, will they look away? Will he check the angle? Yes, he will, and Barber's going to fall as well. Great entries into the site. Benji, actually the only man without armor, is going to be the one doing the damage. Realistically, there isn't much hope here for the CT side. All the rifles still standing as well. Benji is going to look to re-peek. He doesn't actually have much to lose. Only a P250, which he's already paid for. And Hugo, well, his Deagle and Kevlar, he's going to try and hold on to this into the next round. Yeah, I am the caster. Uremo, you are correct. Hopefully that's nice. I will be honest, I'm a little bit sleepy, so you have to bear with me a bit. It is now... What time is it in Ukraine? It is midnight. We are going to have ourselves a little bit of extra damage, but not anything too crazy. It will be 3 players surviving, and actually Hugo does manage to retrieve himself something at least. The best caster in... Why are you in Ukraine? That's where my girlfriend lives, and that is where I live, I suppose, now. Look here, points to eyes. I am the caster now. I like, literally, Leon, you're the only person who has those emotes other than me. That's the impressive thing about that. You're the only sub I have. And that is mainly because I don't stream. I do appreciate you, though, Leon. I'll be honest. I appreciate the fact that you resub even though there is literally no value in you doing so. You sound British. I am. Yeah, and you know that. I did not buy her. Either way, this is working out quite nicely for the CT side. Those UMPs are doing damage. They've already found themselves 2 kills and leave only 3 players remaining. Now, this shouldn't be possible at all, realistically. But this is Counter-Strike, and we know how messy this game can get. Already, another kill comes in. Taz is looking to try and save this for Kinguin. He's saying, guys, this is not happening. I'm not going to allow this. Do you not know who I am? There is going to be 45 seconds left on the clock. We are at this flank. Oh, it's so perfectly timed, but Taz! He's a mind reader. He's a genius. He's a myth. He's a legend. And it is going to be Benji looking to try and do the damage. Oh, actually hit some shots through the wall, but it may not matter in the end. He's got to try and finish this off all on his own. Taz, I think he's saved them here. He genuinely has. No, maybe not. Benji's still going. Oh, this is sweaty. And actually Taz is going to win it. Like, it's just... This man, he's saving them. 6-0. And that round was way too close. Barely anything invested. The T's, all that extra money that they would have had is gone. Goodbye. But at least they do win the round. CT side, they make a decent amount of money themselves. As said, they've done a lot of damage, so there's a chance for a reset going into the next. And, well, we now look towards the CT side to see if they can reset them. T's... not quite in the same boat, as the loss bonus has already built up for Singularity. And they're actually going to go for some early middle aggression. Not spotting anything out just yet. But it will be Benji to actually kick things off. Mani's already down. 4 players actually over towards that A side of the map, and very little control of middle. It's only really this connector spot that is being held. I was thinking maybe Rusty would be looking in that direction. They do have Benji, however, holding towards the murder hole. Mouse will manage to find one back. There's still a couple of players lurking around this spot. Rarlan is going to pick up the AWP. I feel like there's not a member of this T side that won't happily pick up an AWP if it's offered up to them. 50 seconds left on the clock. They are going to be setting up their smoke. Still a decent amount of utility. And some Molotovs to actually be thrown. Only going to be one man actually on the site. They had a stack earlier on, but the stack has been dismantled. Rusty will be here. Plopsky peeks over. This smoke setup's actually quite interesting. It's more of a wall than anything. I'm not sure if that smoke in the middle was intended, but if it is, it seems like it's worked perfectly, as Taz can now get the bomb plant. They'll fade away and sit into the after plants. However, Taz does go down as he looks to push forward. Rotation going to be coming in. Reitz is going to look to try and get towards that connector to have a better angle on the bomb. This should be expected by the CT side once they realize where the bomb is actually planted. However, the CTs, they need to get a move on. They don't have a kit. They already spot out Rarlan, but this is that flank I was talking about. Already the attempted defusal coming in. One will be killed. Reitz finds another. And now Plopsky doesn't really have a chance. They're just going to try and save the AWP and fade away. Does manage to retrieve a kit in the end. But it is going to be 4-0. Kinguin off to a flying start once again. They are gonna have that AWP into the next one. You've been sub for 4 months. Why? Like, I appreciate it, but why? You gain nothing. You gain a god-awful emote that I didn't even edit of me as an egg. It's atrocious, Leon. You don't need to sub. I don't stream. I feel bad for people who actually put in effort. Yeah, I thought that might be your... It's it's the worst designed emote of all time. It's not even designed. I have done nothing with it. Well, the T side, with the chance to do more damage here, they do still have Plopsky with that AWP. T's this time mostly gathering up towards the B site, and interestingly that's where the CTs have decided to stack, obviously leaving the AWP here as well. So can you post clips? I think you might get banned if you post links. I imagine you will. If there's a mod that can permit you, then sure. Already though, Plopsky manages one. The pistol's doing the work. They've pushed into the stack site, and that's going to be a problem for the T side, as now only Miniz remains. 1 versus 3 goes for the no scope and misses. Hugo will double down, and it is going to be 4-1 in favor of the T side. But look at the amount of damage that's been done over the last few rounds. The money now for Kinguin is a problem. Real Madrid is losing to Atletico B. What? CZ should be banned in this game. I can see what you mean. Well, you say that, but the T's are now going to actually buy up 3 of their own. Aggression coming out from Barber. This double op setup definitely seemed to work previously for Kinguin. We'll see if it... Well, not for Kinguin, for Singularity. We'll see if it does again. They're going to go just rushing in towards this B site. I like that. Turn around and throw a smoke. Taz! Oh, this CZ is filth. 2 quick headshots. He really is leading the way for Kinguin. Plopsky has a chance to actually line up quite a few here. There's some low players for sure, but Mouse hits a shot with the AWP just before getting dunked. Taz is still alive and kicking. He's yet to take too much damage, and he's going to close the round. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. There we go. CT side now have themselves a double op setup once again. They've invested what they can, and they now come back with the pistols themselves. You're a mod. You are correct, Leon, but I don't have the stream open other than on this TV over, like, towards the back of the room, which I'm currently reading the chat of, and I'm not going to tab out of the game to do it. Tech 9 is trash. That's why it's not there. But, yeah. Just waiting patiently for the tees. They've taken mid-control and just looking for these early picks. Of course, that break back using the pistols is going to be so painful for the CT side. But now they're going to try and do the same again. Rusty already picking himself up an AK-47. He gets that opener. Onto Mouse. That's been pretty good so far. We are going to have to push in. And how, please. Please. It's too late for this stuff to be happening. Roland, that was pretty swish. I'll give him that. Oh, not Ruin. Anybody but Ruin. There. No, I'm kidding. There's going to be a 1 versus 3. Roland. He may be able to catch Benji with his pants down. There you go. That's an easy kill for him. But he's got no time. It doesn't matter. He has to get both kills. That's pretty much it. And Rusty is just going to be playing in and off angle. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. 5 and 2. Team Kinguin will lose out a round to pistols themselves. Are we going to see more pistols? More CZs? I don't see why not. Yep, we've already got 2. Anybody going to... More CZs? Reets, you gonna join him? Yep, of course you are. What about Rarlan? No, he's going to go for an AK. It's pretty much the same buy that we saw previously. I like that Taz has actually gone for extra utility here. Toxic Caster. I don't know what you're talking about. Give me the login. No. My password is 123 4 5 6 7 8 10. There you go. It was edgy. I removed the 9. Here we go, though. Is it going to be pistols once more? Bomb looking to be planted. They've used those smokes well, but Plopsky finds one through them. Oh, they're touching tips, and Plopsky doesn't like it. He feels a little bit uncomfortable and finds the need to shoot Taz. Actually, is still trying to do damage through the walls. Eventually, the bomb will go down. Rarlan, he should have been hurt, but it doesn't matter. He'll take the frag onto Hugo instead. However, things are looking bleak. It's left onto Mouse. 1 versus 3, and he's not going to get anything more done. Plopsky does work, as it will be a 3rd round on the board for Singularity. They've broken the spell of the 4 spies a little bit earlier. Weird there was no eye contact. That's the kind of password that can only be broken by Enigma. You know, like, it's tough. Luka Modric scored. My boy. See, he came from Tottenham. That means he's good. That's how it works. Loss issues. Oh, that's nice. Rarlan, he says, it's no problem. It's no problem. T's, they're going to invest into... Oh, what's that? Is that more CZs? Uno. Dos. Tres. I think. I may have just mixed a couple of languages together. No, wait. No, that's correct. Or we could do it in French. Un, deux, trois. We going to get any more? I should have changed color. Wait, let's start this again. I've got time. Get 1. Got 2 colors. Oh, that's not a good circle. We get another color. Oh. We get any more? I'm ready. Oh. The X doesn't change color anymore because I rebounded to talk in game. That's unfortunate. Come on. We need more CZs. Come on. Hope it changed. Auctioneer. Yeah, I'm an auctioneer. I'm still waiting. Come on. Somebody buy a CZ. I need more colors. Do we have any more of it? Oh, here we go. Ah. Now I need another color. Green. Benji has one. Yeah, I was actually... We saw that at the same time. Oh, he's bought a deagle. Oh, I need more pieces. That's wrong too. There you go. I sorted it. Glad to know that we have in-depth analysis here at Starladder. Actually, I don't wanna blame Starladder for that. This is just me being a bit weird. But yeah, we are gonna have some pistols brought up for Kinguin, attempting to do some damage. Maniz will actually find one with the P250. We've lost one of our trusty CZs. And actually, the CT side are doing a pretty good job of cleaning this up. Mouse will be able to net one, at least making things a little bit more costly. Using that trusty, wonderful, not overpowered CZ. We are just waiting patiently to see what Mouse can do. Drop another player, make things more costly, not allow the CT side to build up too much cash. Be nice for them. But Barber seems to have the right idea. 5-4, Singularity, streak 3 rounds together. But there will be a buy now from Kinguin as they look to turn the tide. Or Pontamaniz as well. The same for Benji. And as said, the CTs, even with the 3 players surviving, their money isn't great. So if Kinguin can win this one, they will have to go for a bit of a force buy into the next round. So this definitely isn't going to be as easy as it could be for Singularity. Their buy is, however, slightly better. Much more utility in their hands. They've got kits on the majority of players as well. They are now looking at the T's, going for a bit more of a setup. They've thrown a lot of decoys into mid, which is quite interesting. Trying to fake things out a little bit. I doubt many will be falling for this elaborate ruse. But at the same time, we are already going to have Reeds tagged very low. Once again, this take seems to be working in terms of getting the bomb towards the site. However, the Molotov will be holding them back a little bit longer. Meaning, there's actually time for them to find a pick. Rarlan lurking around in the backlines will be able to at least net one. Actually, Plopsky done even more. This is looking bleak for Kinguin. To hold on to this is going to be very difficult indeed. They do still have one man in the backlines in the form of Rarlan, which could be the knife in the back. However, Hugo seems to be more than aware of the potential, and really they're hoping that somebody can step up to the plate. Mao's still lurking. Will look to do a little bit more. He finds one alongside Reitz, who does extra damage, gives him a chance, but Hugo goes jumping in. It will be a 5th round on the board for Singularity. They are going to make sure that they save the AWPs as well. 2, in fact. Or is Rusty going to pick it up? I thought he was... Maybe he was throwing an AK. That might just have been me going blind. Is that Hugo is in the London caster Hugo? No. Singularity should add players from Singularity female. At least they... Wow. Add Petra. Petra's pretty good. I also, like, just before they won Copenhagen Games, I actually went up to Petra and said, you're bad. And then she won. So, obviously, I can take full credit for her winning. I was what gave her the drive, you know? Already. Lots of damage done. And, okay, Rarlan straight through the smoke. Plopsky is gone. Another kill comes in for Mouse as well, although Rusty will eventually trade one back. This is an investment in. The bomb plant helping for that at least. Benji, Hugo, and Rusty. From 5-1 up to 5-5. They have got a streak of rounds. Rusty is watching. Taz is going to go peeking into the angle, already leaving things back into a 3 versus 3. HP advantage with the T's, but note that 2 of them don't have head armor. And they don't have much utility to play with. Reitz with a singular Molotov. And a flash. Okay, there was a flash. I didn't see that. Just remember, one of these teams will be going through to the playoffs. The other has, or will, be eliminated. Has makes it sound like I already know the outcome, which is not true. Or do I? Oh, let's ignore that observing. Oh, Observer's awful. Have him fired. Rusty sat in the corner. Be ready and waiting. Maniz is going to be rounding it. Should check, but he checks the bin first, and there's nobody on the bin. And while Reeks is already being tapped down, does manage to find one at least. But Rusty already with 3 kills is going to be looking to try and find the 4th and final. Benji will be there to take it. And again, it's a bomb plant, but again, it's a round for Singularity. This time, though, maximum loss bonus means that there will still be a buy again for Kinguin if they so desire it, but they won't be able to afford an AWP. You are a very nice caster. Well, you are a very nice person for saying. Thank you. Yeah, 4v3 somewhat thrown away there. It has to be said. Kinguin starting to look a little bit flat on their T side after what was, again, a very good start. We saw a similar scenario on Overpass where they started very strong and fell off a little bit. Reeks actually will open up this time, though. Maniz seemed like he had the timing, but doesn't manage to win it. Trades will still turn it back into a 3 versus 3, and Rarlan looking to aggress. He's been doing a lot of damage so far. Reeks straight through the smoke, finds another. And after what has been a lot of close rounds, note the CT side don't actually have a lot of money. Hugo looking to try and save it here, but only got 33 HP. Mouse waiting up above, and Hugo's run off. Why did you go bowling with NATO Sapphics? Because he is my friend and we wanted to go bowling. Pretty much as simple as it gets. Thank you, Weber. I appreciate it. We also went and did a couple of escape rooms, which started off being... One of them was genuinely ridiculously hard. The other one was like, yeah, no, it's fairly easy. Obviously, some of it was in Ukrainian, so that was tough enough. But there was genuinely a bit where we were like, what do we have to do? And she was just like, I'll just read the Braille. Like, read the Braille? I don't know Braille. It was genuinely the most ridiculous. She was like, what do you mean you don't read Braille? I mean I don't read Braille. So yeah, escape rooms are fun. The second one was more fun, but you know, we're gonna have a buyback in. Maniz will save a bit of money to make sure that he can get it all. Rarlan is actually gonna kick things off. Opening pick, CT side have already taken so much damage. This is the buy that they have. Like, that's the crazy thing about it. The buy that they have is so much worse when they won 5 rounds in a row. That shows how close Kinguin have been coming. And once again, it's looking like the CTs don't have much of a choice but to say. But look at Maniz in the back lines. He's being a little bit sneaky. Is it really not reading or just a different form of... No, it is. It's not. It's not. It's difficult. I couldn't do it. Then again, I don't actually know if... So, I've not actually thought about this, but... Does Braille depend on the language? I guess it... No? Is there, like, different... I've never actually thought about this. Is there different, is there, like, English Braille, or is just Braille its own thing? This may sound really dumb. Remember, it is getting close to, like, 12:30. But is Braille universal? Or is it, like... I realize how dumb this could potentially sound, but... I've never actually asked. I've never thought about it. But now, I'm glad I'm not the only one. What is Braille? It's the language that blind people use to read. So, like, you know, the way you, like, touch it. It's universal. Still waiting on the playlist. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll respond after I'm finished. Braille is just letters. Okay. I'm still confused, I'll be honest. But either way, this round is not looking good for Singularity. They're saving for the next. There's going to be Hugo alone on this site. Some aggression from Barber is already going to be caught. And, well, unless there's some massive mistakes here, I don't see how Kinguin could realistically lose this one. The half should be theirs, but actually Hugo does still manage to get himself a kill. Braille characters represent alphabet of the language you speak, so it's not universal. Okay. So if that's the case, then me trying to speak Ukrainian Braille would have been impossible because I don't speak Ukrainian. That makes a lot more sense. You're an expensive version of Moses. That's kind. Moses is very good. Do your teammates in MM read Braille? Maybe they do. I don't know. I think it's interchangeable. I'm glad that I've started like a genuine conversation about Braille. I never thought that would be something I ever did in a Twitch chat, but you know, Moses field tested. I suppose it's better than being well worn. You can't speak Braille. Yes, you are correct. I realised that that's probably the wrong phrase to be using. But yeah, 8-6. Kinguin have taken themselves the half, and going into this final round, the CTs, they have a bye, but it is not a particularly good one. It does have rifles at least, and at least they've got some utility and a singular kit, but there's definitely some limitations here, and the T side are looking much stronger. Benji already going to be kicking things off, and the bomb is going to be rotating back in towards middle now. If Singularity can get this from 8-7 from being 5-1 down, genuinely not too bad. You go caster and player. No, he's not. Braille is a letter. What? So it's you just feel the letter? Because I'm genuinely curious. But I don't know. Learning in Twitch chat. That's a dangerous thing. But it happens occasionally. T-side looking to gather up over towards the A-side. They do have Ralin in the backlines, but he's not going to get too much done. Reitz, however, will. Takes down one, but they need to check underneath for Rusty, which they are not going to do. Mistakes have been made. He'll find one, but doesn't manage a second. But look how low these T players are. Still, they're managing to win duels. But with a combined HP of 39. That's quick maths. There shouldn't be much hope for them here. However, no utility. The kit has also been dropped. Maniz also has an AWP. They are just going to have to try and tap this bomb. Nade going out, and that is a wonderful dunk. 9-6. Kinguin are going to be taking themselves the lead into this half, and if they can win the second pistol on the CT side, I feel like this is their game to lose from then on. Well, we are looking at our final map of the night. Singularity or Team Kinguin will be making their way through to the second stage of the Starladder I-League StarSeries qualifiers. The other will not. I want to show... Oh, God. I don't even know what this clip is going to be. That's genuinely the thing I'm worried about. I have no idea what you've clipped. So... This is dangerous stuff. I'm hoping it's not something that will end my career. Then again, I hope I've never said anything that will end my career. But here we go. 9-6 CT side initially with 4 players over towards the A site. And that was the right call, although they're starting to rotate them off. One player lurking in mid will be Hugo, and they still have the remainder looking to try and push in. The question is, do they check for Taz? Who is just going to be lurking, manages a first, second as well for Taz, and he's just wiping them down. Taz is tanking it. The devil is back, and it's left all onto Hugo. 1 versus 5. Taz is looking for the ace. Not going to get it, of course, but... Okay. Maybe Hugo's looking for one of his own. Still has time to play with. They shouldn't be giving him the individual jewels. Maniz is just going to run him from the back, and eventually he'll get there. 10-6. Not going to be the ace from Taz, but that's pretty much as good as it gets. And that was just all about positioning. Not a position that they are likely to check in a pistol round. A great read from Kinguin. They're going to be 10-6 up. But here come those deadly CZs. We've already seen a few rounds from them so far, based off of these pistols. Now, we're going to have a couple of rifles in from Kinguin. Less of a risk, and I wonder if we will just have the straight rush in towards this B site. I wonder if this smoke... Is this a smoke for the player on shore? I wonder. I think it might be. Just going to look to try and create the wall of smokes. Yeah, it is. It's just going to try and hold them back. Are going to have the push. Looking to come in that direction. I think they've tried to fake things out, but instead there's still going to be players here from the CT side. Quick entry, though. A lot of this will come down to Taz, and this time he can't get the quad kill. Maniz is going to be there ready and waiting, but they've already lost a rifle and a UMP. He's going to go in alone. This is risky. He does manage to kill the bomb planter and somehow hits the headshot onto Benji as well. No idea how he's managed to get away with that. Clip of my life lessons, oh god. Barber, however, will trade into the 1 versus 1. Maus looking to try and end this and sprays away, but he can't connect. Does need to get his move on as the bomb is starting to tick away, but Maus will just about win it. Has time for the defusal as well. It's another bomb plant, and probably enough that Singularity will force into the next. But it is going to be 11-6. Kinguin just about managing to convert that round. Have you been to any weird Ukrainian raves? No. That works on the bus. Oh, is it the one about just be weird with people? That is a great life lesson, by the way. If people are, like, taking up your personal space, don't, like, confront them. Don't, like, just sit there and be awkward. Just be really weird. And there's, like... They'll just be like, you know what, I don't want to go near this bloke anymore. There's a small chance you'll get punched in the face, but if you are successful enough, they won't want to do that because they'll be scared that you'll enjoy it. Ooh. Rusty. Already going to be finding the opening pick. And they do force into this one. You know what, I'm a genius. 11-6. Maniz will be able to trade one back. Shouldn't be able to get anything more here. Already dinked down to just 5 HP. Or 9 HP, sorry. First I was doing quick maths. Now I can't even read the number on the screen. It's late. What if you're being weird and they harass you? Burst into tears. That's always a good one. I've never done that, just to clarify. Or have I? Plopsky. Gonna trade things back into a 3 versus 3. It's looking good for the T side in this round, at least to reset their opponents. There is going to be a push coming in around the edge of that smoke, attempting to try and go for the wall bang, but instead Maniz hits the shot anyway. The low HP warrior doing damage. Maus pushes back and hits the headshot as well, and now it's left all onto Hugo. He has managed to lurk around and is going to look to try and reposition onto the bomb. Maus, if he can find a kit, there's much more of a chance, but he spots his opponent, and this guy's just hitting headshots at the moment. It is going to be 12-6. The question is now, do they force again? That's because it's just getting so close. What if the other guy has the same idea? Well, then, well, it would just become a game of weird chicken. Whoever is weirder will win and take the right of whatever it is, like personal space. I don't know. You've got to just out-weird everyone else. In my case, it was a man on a plane who was sitting way too close to me. It was a big Ukrainian guy, so I decided to offer him a Werther's original, and after that he didn't sit very close to me. Wasn't the weirdest thing I've ever done, but it was enough that he just didn't enjoy it. Will I cast Rogue versus Team 1? No, I am going to bed. Here we go, though. CZ's board up. The T's actually not going to fully invest into this one. They are going to, however, look to rush on towards this site. We've seen how powerful the CZs can be so far. Will they expect the second player? No, they won't. Taz already doing damage, and the flashbang there to help him. Maniz manages one, and, well, that was a great round coming out from Team Kinguin. Definitely looked like there was a chance to do a lot of damage, but instead it's 13-6. Singularity, they have a bye, however, but the CT side will definitely have one of their own. What's your favorite way of transportation? I quite like walking, to be honest. I put my headphones on, jam out. I like walking. It's not the quickest. Obviously, if it's quicker to take a plane or a train, then I'll do that. Especially in London. I like the trains in London. They do smell, and people are very awkward. But they work. Bralin already going to be kicking things off with a kill on Toplopsky. The top fragger for Singularity is down. Is it true CSGO is dead? If it is, I don't know why you're watching it. Here we go, though. Once again, back to B, back to basics, back to reality for Singularity. Oh, that sounded pretty. Reets. Taz shutting things down. Taz is back once more, and it's left all onto Barbar. But the only wool he's going to want to have in this one is the one put over his eyes as he tries to... Oh, he's even getting shot through the wall. This does not get any better for Barbar. They know exactly where he is. 40 seconds left. Takes the fight and meets Taz once again. He's currently sat 19, 14, 8 assists as well. It's been a strong performance from Papa Taz. And it's going to be 14-6 in favor of Kinguin. Once again, Singularity don't really have the money to invest. I wouldn't be surprised to see some pistols. But by the looks of things, they may actually be going for this fully. You're the best caster. Thank you, Curry. I appreciate it. Are you just picking questions you know answers for? Probably, yeah. Well, if I don't know the answer, then me answering would make no sense. I guess you're a fan of FaZe because they play good and never win anything, just like Spurs. Well, that's just mean. Just mean. We won the Golden Boot last couple of years. Tease running in towards this B site. Mouse with a lot to do, and he won't be able to do it. The force by so far so good. And these will catch one as they look to lurk away, but Barber is going to get nice and close. He actually dunks a second as well, and that's the bomb. That's a bit more of a problem now for the T side. Benji and Barber. The double Bs. Definitely not the biggest you've ever seen. They can still be enjoyable. I'm still talking about players, of course. You know. Barber is going to go down. Benji left alone. Has himself the Galil. And even gets dinked through. This just seems to be happening a lot. And Taz is there to close it. It is going to be 15-6. Taz even doing a little dance at the end. But it is going to be map and series point. Elimination on the cards for Singularity. So bad. Wow. I can't tell if you're talking about that round or me. Either way, I hope it was me. 15-6. This is the first decent buy we've actually seen from the T side with an AWP, with utility. But at the same time, the CT still have a fair bit. Taz, feeling confident, goes running up middle, and he's going to be dead, but Maniz is there to trade things back at least. Singularity needing 9 rounds in a row. Reetz seems to be aware that... Oh, there's someone here. Sprays what? How does Rusty get that shot? That's dirty. Something at least. Naturally, he manages to get a second while only on 2 HP. Still a chance, at least in this round. Rarlan pushing around the angle. Does manage one, but he's now so low on HP, and it's left onto Mouse. 1 versus 3. Literally couldn't be further away. Pretty sure that's like the furthest distance. I don't know what that arrow is. Or that one. Let's... Sure, whatever. Drawing. Drawing's fun. However, Singularity, they're going to have to streak a lot of rounds together. The one thing I will say is, the money's not great for Kinguin. Mao's actually saving this rifle could be a big difference, because Taz can probably drop for Rarlan. Everybody else can buy, maybe even drop an AWP for Maniz, then he drops for somebody else, and then Mao's just keeps his gun. So, pretty important he keeps it. Is going to be hiding at the top of mid, will be somewhat unexpected. Ugh, words are hard. Anthony, that's not something I particularly want, I'll be honest. I think Palace is further. Yeah, maybe. Depends, if I'm going to here. I don't know. Drawing is fun. As said though, CT side will be able to buy. They will do, as said, AWP dropped over to Maniz. Rifles on the remainder of the players, and it's still a pretty good position for either side in terms of money at least. So we will have a decent buy in round number 23. Kinguin, they need 1 round, and then this is done. They are through to the playoff stage. It is already going to be the start for Maniz. 2 HP once again. That just seems to be the running number at this point. Rarlan. Oh, he spots one through the smoke. Does some damage. Doesn't get the kill. And looking to fade away. And Benji lines up too. A little bit of luck that goes a long way as the T's now take the man advantage. Once again, we're going to see Hugo now being the one to try and sneak through. It is going to be Reitz to pick up that kill. So back to an even scenario once again. Has picks off another. And this could be the beginning of the end. The only thing is, look how far Plopsky has managed to get. Being sneaky. Knife kill not really worth it here. He's got to be careful that Reitz doesn't manage to escape. He's having to chase after him and does find the kill. And now the push is going to come in on towards that B site. Mouse could not be further away. Or maybe he could before somebody's like, well, actually, he could be in the... Yeah, I know. This time I won't be doing any drawings. But let's see if they can pull off this retake. Incendiary going to be going out onto the bomb, looking to try and force Benji off of the angle. Benji is the only man with HP, peeks out and finds one, but now it's left onto Taz to clutch this out, to finish this series here and now. Or can Plopsky hold on? He spots Taz and he wins the battle. 15-8. It is going to be carrying on just that little bit longer, and the CTs, they do not have the money here. I am a widow snake, look at me shake. Congratulations. Isn't Kinguin a cartoon character? I know Kingpin was. I don't know about Kinguin. Maybe. I did see him featured in that game Club Penguin. Just a few pistols invested for the CT side this time. See ya, Leon. Why are you walking your dog so late? It must still be like midnight for you. Hi, zombie. How's it going? How art thou? Milk on cereal. Who puts cereal on milk? You have to be a monster if you do that. Here we go. The stack found by Barber. And that should mean that the rest of the team are going to go pushing in the other direction. Maniz is up here in the apartments, but he has nothing. He is nude. He is sat there with everything hanging out. Reitz will retrieve a MAC-10. This is eventually just going to be a cleanup for the T side. Rarlan hoping for something through the smoke. I'm somewhat hoping for something as well. Is going to be 15-9. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Rallen still could keep his Kevlar. Actually, it looks like that's what he's going to do. Just try and hold on to something. Bowl under cereal. What? 0 in 3 hits. I don't think that's possible. However, the streak continues. 3 rounds in a row for the T side. What's the CA rank of casters? I don't know. I know myself, I was Supreme up until a few weeks ago when my rank went because I just didn't play. Why are you not casting Dream at Marseille? Because they didn't hire me. Simple as that. I've actually never done a DreamHack event. I'd like to. I think they look like a lot of fun. And I feel like they'd be okay with me being a bit sarcastic and making some stupid jokes. Then again, anybody who hires me has to be okay with that because that's sort of my thing. Morning shower for sure. I like to wake up and use the shower as my wake up. Rusty already finds the opening pick. Not the best start for the CT side, and they do look like they're in more of a retake mode on this A site as there's currently nobody here. The fact is, though, the T's haven't pushed in. They're waiting passively. Working that opening pick. Now, there isn't currently a kit for the CT side. Don't think there was one to begin with. I don't think Maniz had one at least. Minute left on the clock. It is going to have to be some sort of heroic play. By the looks of it, I think Taz may be the man who has to make it. Sat in the back of the site. 40 seconds left as the smokes are being set up by this T side. They do still have Plopsky lurking in middle as well. And that's where the smoke goes. Leaving Taz without any vision. He's already going to be tagged down to 42 HP. This round is looking unlikely as Taz now falls and the CTs need something. Rallen does find the kill, but just a second earlier and he denies the plant. Unfortunately, after being a little bit late, does mean that it is going to be another round for Singularity. So 4 in a row. They're starting to streak them together. 5 needed. Oh, thank you, Perm. Sharing my Twitter. I'll be honest. I am exhausted at this point. And my throat is killing me, so the next few rounds may be a little bit more chill. Well, I suppose it's been chill pretty much all the way through, but I'm trying my best not to raise my voice too much, as it may be wrecked for tomorrow. Do you wipe standing or sitting? Standing. Don't know why I answered that question. It's quite a weird one. You need some milk? I think I need some sleep. I like how Scrawny's there for that. I knew it. What do you mean you knew it? How could you possibly know that? Aggression from Reitz. He is going to spot the push as they do look to barrel in towards this B site. He is ready and waiting. Sprays one. It's actually Taz to find the kill, but he will fall quickly after. There has been a quick rotation from Maniz at least, and Hugo with the pre-fire actually does a decent amount of damage, and his teammates there to close him out. Streak is looking ever more likely to continue unless Miles or Rallen can do the work. Rallen does actually find a double, and now it's left all onto Hugo to try and clutch things out. 1 versus 2. Otherwise, it will be Kinguin taking it, And they do. 16 and 10. Kinguin will make it through to the second stage of the qualifier, the playoff stage. And it will be Singularity eliminated in this decider match. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. I am dead. I am knackered. I imagine some of you will be joining me in sleep. I don't mean actually in the room. That would be very creepy indeed. But thank you very much for watching. We will be here tomorrow with Windigo versus Xtardus. If you've enjoyed, !Castle will take you to my Twitter. And yeah, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. And I'll see you again tomorrow.